Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, how you guys doing? This is Darius, aka D Hop, coming to you with another video. Sorry I didn't get one last week, but I was getting my thoughts together on to do another video, and so I figured, you know what, I'll just go ahead and just let it rip today. So I have a video that I can post throughout the week. If you guys are seeing this, you make sure you can hear and see me clearly. I'm doing something on my side just a little different, so I just want to make sure. If you can hear and see me correctly, clearly, just give me a 1 in the chat. I don't care if you're watching this live, or maybe you're watching the replay, or maybe you're watching when I post it later on in the week. Just make sure that you can hear me, like and share this video as well. I am going live on YouTube as well. So YouTube, subscribe to my channel. If you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel and want to get to my YouTube channel, just let me know and I'll get you to the YouTube channel so you can subscribe. A lot of videos, a lot of different things that I have access to, a lot of things that I'm helping people with and all that are also on YouTube as well. So you can subscribe and go through the many videos that I have posted there. So we're going to talk about fake. All right, we're going to talk about fake. What I've seen throughout my travels in the world of being fake, right? About being fake, people being fake. You guys see it all the time, and a lot of people don't realize it. So this video will be short, simple, but sincere. If you guys have any comments, you're more than welcome to comment on it. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to inbox me with any questions. But we're gonna dive right into this because I know it's right now. Today's the weekend, and for watching the replay of this, I actually did this on the weekend. So I know you guys have a lot of things to do, so I won't take a lot of your time. Right? We're gonna talk about fake, where most people are too comfortable, right, with being fake. Right? Most people are too comfortable with being fake. They're so comfortable that a lot can't even recognize real. Right? Fake is so widely publicized and widely accepted that when somebody comes and being real to you, it's foreign to you. Right? It's foreign. When somebody's being real, it's foreign to them. It's people come off and they think that you're being rude to them. And like, I'm just being rude. I'm just being real. Right? I'm just being real. But what do I mean by that? Right? What do I mean that people can't even recognize the real? Okay. So I want to say this before I dive into it. I don't mean to offend anyone. I'm not talking about anyone specifically. I'm not even talking to a group of people specifically. I'm just speaking in general, right? So I just want to put that out there. But I will tell you, you can't tell the truth and not hurt feelings. That's just the way it is, because everything is not peaches and rainbows, right? Life is not peaches and rainbows, and I'm sure all you guys will agree with that. There's things happen that are not in our favor, right? But you gotta roll with the punches. It's not it's how you react to the punches you get, right? Life is 90% reaction to the 10% of things that happen to you, right? Things are gonna happen. Things always happen. I said that in the last video. Things are always gonna happen, right? The thing is how you react to the things that happen for you, right? Everything happens for you because there's a lesson learned in everything that you do, everything you're experiencing in life. There's a lesson in there for you, right? If you complain about it, you may miss the lesson, and you may repeat it if you miss the lesson, right? It's just like, see, I don't have any kids, but it's like when you have kids. I got nieces and nephews, and if they didn't learn from what you're telling, they're bound to do it again and again and again until they learn what not to do, right? But I don't want to. My goal is not to hurt anybody's feelings. My goal is not to call anybody out. My goal is people to know better and do better, right? If you want to tell the truth, sometimes you got to hurt feelings. Sometimes you got to step on toes. If anybody's been in the church or anything like that, and the pastor or whoever's speaking, they may say things you like, man, they stepping all on my toes with this one. Sometimes you need to hear it, right? Some people don't know what's going on until they actually hear it, right? And when they hear it and they hear it from another person, they say, you know what? That makes a lot of sense, right? But people walk around here being fake all day, every day, okay? All day, every day. You see them, they walk around like they have everything together. Now, I'm all for keep your head high. You may be going through a tough time and you're not going to let it bog down. I'm all for that, but that's not what I'm talking about here, right? They act like they have this, they act like they have that, and they don't. It's fake, right? It's they're acting like they're so wealthy. They're not, right? I can tell you, there's people on here on my page that you guys probably think are together. They're not, right? They're not, right? That's not. You got people going to, the clubs, going on vacation when bills are due. They owe people, right? To me, that's fake, right? Now, I'm not saying you can't help a person out or people who needs help don't need to ask for help. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not people who are purposely doing this, right? They're purposely, I know I got that bill, forget that. We're going to go to Myrtle Beach and we're going to turn up, right? We're going to go out and have drinks just because we'll figure this thing out later. That's what I'm talking about, right? They're taking pictures like they're living their best life when actually they're living a nightmare, right? They're living a nightmare. As soon as the camera shut off, they don't know what they're going to do in life, right? That's just how it is, right? You guys see it. I'm just being real. I'm just being real with you guys. I'm just being real with you, okay? Most people think that fake overshadows reality, right? Fake will only take you so far. I'm going to tell you that right now. Fake will only take you so far, right? It does not overshadow reality, but the fake is more forefront than reality, right? Most people, the real, they don't talk about it. They just just have it, right? They don't talk about it. They don't brag, right? People who try to make you think they have it, those are people that do all the talking, right? The loudest one in the room is the weakest one in the room. I'm sure some of y'all have heard that before, right? Some people, most people, they work harder being fake than just being real, right? They work harder by being fake than being real. Somebody knows what I'm saying, right? For example, there's people in my inbox, for maybe they need help with their credit, which is fine. I totally encourage that. That is a great step. And getting it done is admitting, hey, I credit sucks. I need help. You're the guy to help. You've helped so many people. I need your help, right? So tell them all about the magnificent program that is second to none. That is the best program that you can actually get out there. When you're looking at it apples to apples and you're looking at them, it is the best overall program out there, and it's not even close, right? So you show them, this is how I can help you. This is what you need to do. You should do it. Let's go ahead and get started, because the longer you wait, the longer it's going to take you to get results, right? The whole spiel. And I tell everybody, but I understand, if you don't have the funds to do it, I get that. I do 100%. I get that. Even though it's really not expensive, it's really not. It's more expensive to keep bad credit than it is just to fix it. But that's another story for another video. But the same person, they're in line getting the new Jordans that cost more than the service, right? They're choosing a temporary happiness, I guess I could say happiness, over the long-term gain that you can get the Jordans whenever you want, right? Fix yourself before, you're trying to live an image that, hey, this person is together because he always has the new J's. No, that person is in so much debt and their life is living a nightmare that they want you to believe that. Right? And that's what's going on. Right? That's what's going on right now. And it shouldn't, because when you do stuff like that, and then people wonder why they're still behind in life, why they're not getting ahead in life, because you're doing these type of things. Now, I love my Jordans. Anybody that knows me know I love my Jordans. The 11s, the 13s, I got them. And I got it. But I'm going to tell you one thing. I didn't own a single pair of Jordans until my finances was in order. Now, I just get the Jordans I like. Right? And that's kind of something I had to learn before. You know, I wanted to buy, you know, rims for my car, you know, TVs in the car. No, I had all that. Right? Trying to look a certain way for other people. Right? People want to make themselves look better for other people. That's just what it is, right? They want to give off this, you know, I'm here, and they're not, right? It's all about image, right? It's all about image. Don't go broke or stay broke to impress people that don't even care about you. Somebody needs to hear this. I'm going to say that again. Do not go broke or stay broke to impress people that don't even care about you, or in most cases, that don't even like you. Most of your followers you have on social media, they don't care about you. They don't like you. They just want to see what you're doing, right? They just want to see if you are doing better than them. There's a lot of haters out there, right? Social media is full of haters, right? Like, people will probably hate on this video, but that's okay, right? To be successful, you need haters, right? The more haters you got, the more success you got. It runs hand in hand, guys. It runs hand in hand, right? Listen, and this is what I tell, and this is something, you know, my mentor, he says to me, man, you know, it's all about image. People want more to be liked than respected. Right? They want to be liked more than anything. Like, they want to be liked, right? Because the more people they like, they think the easier their life will be. Listen, and I'm gonna tell you guys something. People will talk about you if you're doing good or if you're doing bad. It doesn't matter. People will talk about you regardless. So why wouldn't you do good for yourself? Right? I'd rather do good for yourself, because people don't do things because they're afraid of what others people will say. Right? And I'm guilty of this. Right? They don't want to start their own business because what are their friends and family? They're going to laugh at me. They're going to say, what are you doing? They're going to laugh at me. Right? Them friends and family, are they paying your bills? Are they paying off your credit cards? Are they fixing your credit? No. So why do you care what they think? Right? Listen, people talked about Jesus. People persecuted Jesus. And Jesus was the only perfect man to walk this earth. And me and you and anybody watching this is far from perfect. So they're going to talk about you. So what? Let them talk. Right? When they talk about you, that's marketing. They're marketing for you, because other people are going to want to see what they're talking about. Just do you, man. Do you, and do you to the fullest. So if they're going to talk about you if you're doing good or doing bad, shit, do good. Unless that helps you out. Don't help them out by doing bad, because they're going to talk about you then too. Right? If you hurt, you hurt. Right? Yes. It's just, a lot of people don't want to show themselves hurt. I get it. Because people are going to talk about you. People going to gossip about you, right? But if you out there and you bought a new car, they're going to say, hey, congratulations, you bought a new car. But slyly, they're going to say, man, what they do to get that car. I wonder how much they payments are, how much they had to put down, who they co-sign with. They're on vacation. I wonder how much they paid for that vacation, who paid for that vacation, how they get this, how they get that. And you living your best life, really, if you truly are. Right? You can't trust everyone, right? People follow you because they want to see how many they want to get into everybody's business, right? Because people post their business right here on social media, right? And this is my thing. If you're around people that you have to be fake with, then you're around the wrong people. If you're around people that you have to be fake with, you're around the wrong people. That you have to suppress yourself. You have to suppress your greatness to be around them. You're around the wrong people. Right? Because you got to listen to something. No one is self-made. No one is self-made. No one. Right? You didn't teach yourself to read. Right? No one's self-made. Somebody helped you. Right? You just need the right people around. Most people just need the right people around them to do the right things in life, to take the right steps to get them towards their goals, right? So there's people right now that are working toward their goals, right? And I salute you, right? Because progress is progress, right? Progress is progress, and almost no one has the courage to walk towards their goals. No one, because they're afraid of what people are going to say when they work towards their goal, because maybe your goal isn't the same as one of your friends' goals. So they're going to talk about you when you walk a different way. They're going to talk about you. Like I said, they're going to talk about you anyway. But when you do nothing for your life, they're going to talk about you not doing anything for your life. Right? So when you walk towards your goals and the people talk about you because you're walking towards your goals, those are the people you don't need to be around. Those are what I always call anchors. They keep you in the same spot, right? Because people don't like progress. People don't like progress. They especially don't like when you're trying to progress and they not. Definitely ain't going to like that, right? But do it for you. Those aren't the right people. Don't let the wrong people keep you from the right people, right? So if you're walking towards your goals, what if you could Uber there, right? Listen to this. Listen to the analogies here. What if you could Uber to your goals, right? If you can use a vehicle to get to your goals faster and more efficiently, why wouldn't you, right? Let's be real, right? Let's be real. Sometimes the things you want, your goals, can be a long, long road, right? It could be a long, long road. It could be a long, tiring, hot, rainy, dangerous road. It can be, right? It can be. It can take you years. It can take you days, months, years, multiple years to get to your goals, depending on what your goals are, right? Depending on what your goals are, right? Do you have the stamina to walk there, so to speak? Right? Do you have the stamina? Think about the things you want in life. And by walking, I mean it's the slowest process, slow process, right? So why not take a ride using a platform to get you there, right? Get you to that goal faster, right? Because we all know we would love to accomplish our goals as fast as we can, the most efficiently we can, right? Now notice when I said Uber, the reason I said Uber is because it's not a free ride, right? It's not a free ride. An Uber is not a free ride, right? But if you can use it to reach your goals, why wouldn't you use it? Or are you just faking yourself out? You just kind of want it. It'd be nice to have, right? My goal would be nice to have. Or do you want it, right? Because if you really want it, nothing should stop you from trying to get it, right? Or are you just faking yourself, right? There's people that just, if you just want the result without the grind, if you want the reward without the risk, you ain't going to get there, right? Don't be that way, okay? If you don't want the risk, you might as well forfeit the reward. And that's being brutally honest, right? Words are too easy. I can say anything. Anybody can say anything. Action is the hard part. Action is the hard part. And I judge people off their actions, not their words, because people say anything. Words happen. Words are based off how you feel right now. Actions is how you really feel, right? The way you do one thing is the way you do everything, right? So if you half-ass at something, you half-ass at everything, right? But I can help you, man. I can help you. We can get to our goals together. I have access to a platform or the ride to get you there more efficiently, right? Faster, right? So if you need help with your credit, we got you, right? You need help with additional income, we got you, right? Life insurance, we got you. Business funding, we got you. Will, trust, power of attorney, we got you. If you're looking for a better future, we got you, right? Your 9 to 5 will only take you so far. But what about your extras, right? If you like me, you like the extras, right? You like the extras. If you like me, you like the extras, right? You may like traveling, man. You may like taking vacations like me, all-inclusive vacation, cruises. All that takes extra money, right? All that takes extra money. I'm here to tell you, I just come off a fabulous cruise from Royal Caribbean. Had a grand suite, had some suite-only things that we had access to. Priority everything. I had so much steak that, phenomenal stuff. But, it takes extra money. 9 to 5 didn't fund that, right? Because that trip was in the upper thousands, right? I'm not going to tell you how much, but it was, it was in the upper thousands. It was over 5,000. I'm going to tell you that. I done been in all-inclusive vacations and sandals and all that. Done all that. The 9 to 5 didn't pay for that. Just letting you know, right? So my thing is, why settle in life when you don't have to? A lot of people are just making it. I'm just settling. I'm just making it. I'm just going to make it. I'm just going to make it. I'm just going to make it. You don't have to just make it. You don't have to just get by. There's platforms. There's a way to do it, right? You deserve everything you want. You deserve it if you work for it. You have to work for it. It is not a free ride, right? You're going to put in time, energy, effort. But we have a system that will save yourself time, energy, and money to get to that goal that you want. Because it's worth it, right? When you do that investment in yourself, it's worth it, right? You will grow so much from working for it yourself than waiting and just waiting somebody to hand it to you. Guys, your goals is not a free ride. It's not a free ride. It's an Uber. It's an Uber. So call your Uber driver, right? Totally worth it. Inbox me. Let's chat. YouTube, subscribe. All the other platforms, like and share this video. Let's partner together. Let's conquer our goals together. Let's change the world together, right? Let's change our lives. Let's change our families' lives. Let's do something that is great, right? Something that your future generations would thank you for, right? Website scrolling down at the bottom. If you want additional information, inbox me, get a hold of me. Be more than happy to chatting with you about the next steps that you should be taking for your life, right? I will see you guys in the next video, and you guys have a phenomenal day.